Hello, welcome to the Rich Werkstatt and welcome to the third episode of the mini-series on the special edition sets released by Caran to celebrate the 50 years of Neocolor II. This mini-series consists of 5 episodes, and in each episode we're looking at one set. Now the third episode is gonna be about the dark set. So here you see the colors. I'm gonna show you now the palette visualized on my online palette tool, and all these colors, the lightness, so the L coordinate, is at most 50, meaning they are all quite dark, as the name says. And now we can start swatching the colors. So we are done with the swatches. You see, Payne's Gray is a cool gray. It has almost something blue in it. Sepia is a warm gray. And to me, like here, it looks more greenish. When it's dry, to me, it looks almost like a bit violet. Then olive brown becomes golden, very warm when wetted. Brown is more reddish, orangish reddish. Zinc ochre, orangish yellowish. Crimson alizarin, very interesting when activated, becomes like blood. Then also I found moss green is it comes to life when it's activated. It's almost a bit more, when it's dry it's a duller green, which I like, but then when you wet it, it becomes more alive. Then we have gray, a lighter gray, but it's still a cool gray. Then we have dark garnet and caput mortuum. When activated, they have released this violet color, and in caput mortuum is, I would say, even more intense and a bit darker. In dark garnet it's a bit more muted and grayish. Now, in the last videos, we have had a look at the potential superposition between this set and the standard sets, and we tried to give a score to each of the sets, depending on how many circles were filled in the chart. And the pop set had a score of 18, and the portrait set a score of 15. Now we give a score to the dark set. And you see, in the dark set, the colors from the standard range, 5 of them are only in the set of 84. One of them, brown, is in all sets, and then gray is in the set of 30 upwards, 40 and 84 as well. So the score is 5 and 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So lower score means less potential superposition. Let's go now to the 3 special edition colors, and we see the 3 most similar colors for each one of them. And this similarity, this distance in the LAB space, is based on the dry swatches. So we start with the caput mortuum. With the caput mortuum, the delta E, so this distance, is 4. And as a rule of thumb, it's that the human eye can distinguish anything above 3, like a delta E of 3. Below the delta E of 3, you cannot really tell colors apart by eye. Above, you can. And so in the dry, the charcoal gray and the caput mortuum, they are quite similar to each other, but then, as I will show you wetted, they are very different. Then at the second place we have the black with 4.2, and at the third place we have Toledo brown with 5.2. Now we wet them, and you see the caput mortuum releases this nice deep violet, purple violet color. The charcoal gray, it's just charcoal gray. Then the black is a bit more staining and more intense than the charcoal gray. So you see, when wetted, actually when dry, the black and the charcoal gray are very similar. When wetted, they are also quite different from each other. The charcoal gray is much less staining, so to say. And then we have the Toledo brown. The Toledo brown, when you activate it, it releases this deep orangish warm color. So you see, when dry, quite similar, the three of them, the four of them actually. When wetted, very different from each other. Then let's go to dark garnet. Dark garnet, the three closest colors to it are aubergine with the delta E of 8.3, distance 8.3, Van Dyke brown, distance 9.4, close runner-up. And then a bit farther down with the distance of 12.3, we have sepia. And so the dark garnet, when I activate it, you see it becomes more grayish violet, and the aubergine is more violet, like saturated violet. Then the Van Dyke brown and the dark garnet, I see them being like quite close in terms of probably darkness, but the Van Dyke brown has a different hue. And you see, when we wet it, the Van Dyke brown releases this brown color, and the sepia, when wetted, releases this grayish, greenish color. Probably if you would mix aubergine and Van Dyke brown when wetted, let's try, you would obtain something similar to the dark garnet. Yeah, look. Yes! Interesting. I think we are quite close, look. And finally, the zinc ochre. So here it's the closest one is the raw sienna with 10.2 delta E. The runner-up is the ochre with 11.2, and then at the third place, a bit farther down, we have russet with 15.5. And you see here, the ochre is a bit cooler than the zinc ochre. The raw sienna, I would say, is darker, darker. And the russet is more reddish, a different hue. So I activate first the zinc ochre. See, the orange character comes out. Then raw sienna, then ochre. You see it's less reddish, more yellowish, the ochre, compared to the zinc ochre. And then the russet. Wow, look at this. Very interesting color. It's orange. It's almost the same color as the 052, which is the saffron color in the Neocolor. Very interesting. If we try to mix a bit of raw sienna with just a little bit of russet and then a bit more of the raw sienna, we get something that resembles the zinc ochre when wet. Look, interesting. One thing that I forgot to add and that I will do now is the light fastness ratings for this set. 3 stars means excellent, 2 stars very good, 1 star only good. And so the Payne's Gray is 3 stars, the Sepia 2 stars, Olive Brown 1 star, Brown 2 stars, Zinc Ochre 3 stars, Crimson Alizarin Crimson 3 stars, Moss Green 3 stars, Grey 2 stars, Dark Garnet 3 stars, and Caput Mortuum 3 stars. So here you see we have many 3 stars. The lowest light fastness is Olive Brown, has only 1 star. And then with 2 stars we have Sepia, Grey and Brown. The 3 special edition colors have here all 3 stars. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching until the end. I hope it was interesting for you. Let me know in the comments if you have questions or remarks, and I see you soon in the next video.